Hi, I'm Dave with Counselor Magazine here at the Power Summit, joined now by John Smart, who is a futurist. John, what in the world is a futurist?
Well, I guess it's a foresight professional.
Okay.
People who do scenario planning, forecasting, and actually a little bit of predicting what things are going to come, whether we want them to, what things are possible, and what things do we want. What are the plans? Who's making what bets out there? Competitive intelligence, risk management, investing. These are all different types of foresight. The person who's doing the equity trading, who's predicting what's going to happen on the day trade tomorrow, is a futurist of one type, and so is the person who tells stories about the future, which is the popular concept of a futurist, maybe a science fiction author or a movie maker. I'm in the strategic foresight space, which is the subset of people who work with strategists, corporate strategists and analysts and planners, to actually say, well, what's the most adaptive thing that my client, my organization can do in the space that we're in right now? And that's called strategic foresight.
Okay, so for the ad specialty industry, people watching this, selling promotional products, what are one or two predictive trends that you think are really important they should be looking at closely and investing in?
Well, we talked today about investing in what way? Let's clarify that.
So investing their resources, where should they be putting their time, their money?
Yeah, well, we talked about how the latest ASI survey showed 16% of distributors' income is coming from e-commerce, and 41% say the web, competition from the web is their top competitive threat. And the brief that I gave today argues that those numbers are going to keep going way up. E-commerce, digitally mediated everything through these wearable watches that we're going to have, through the all the different multi-channel ways that we're going to be interacting with digital devices. We talked about the game table that's coming. You said you're a big hologram fan. You know, my argument is that's where holograms come in the house. They're going to come in this game table that you and I and the kids play on. Remember the Star Wars chess where the chess pieces fought each other?
I do.
That actually can be projected on top of a flat electronic table in the house. And that is going to be the kind of consumer hologram that has a camera that tracks your hands that our kids are going to play with. So we can see certain things that are coming in the digital space, and I think the lessons for us are how can we get into this new world of social media? How can we find the influencers? How can we work with them? How can we work with the suppliers globally now, and learn from them, do small batch learning, try lean startup methods they're called, and always have some kind of an e-commerce and a social CRM strategy, because that world didn't exist 10 years ago, and it's going to blow up to its doubling time is going to be in the 3 or 4 year range, and nothing else in the digital or in the physical world does that. So lesson one is have a digital strategy, expect it to become really big, and then figure out how to make money with long tail strategies and with specialty marketing in that space. Because you have a specialty, and the people in the world who most want to pay you the most for whatever specialty promo that you do are going to be able to find you within 10 years. That's how smart the web's going to be. So develop your specialty, tell your story well, use good SEO, use good landing page optimization, A/B testing. If you don't have people on your team to do that, go out and find somebody on LinkedIn or Odesk, and have the confidence that the digital natives on your team, and you better hire those people because millennials are going to be 46% of the U.S. workplace by 2020. Those people they live and breathe this language. The millennials are peer-oriented. They consult their friends before they make a decision.
That's right.
So figure out how to do that. There's kids on YouTube that are making $1 million a year, basically working as brand, recommenders.
Sure, like ambassadors.
Yeah, ambassadors, and all of these companies are giving them their products because their reach, they've got a few million people following their channel. Do you have a YouTube channel? Does it convey what your brand is? Does it convey, do you have a cause?
Sure.
Is it local? Is it charity? What is your cause? What is your higher mission as well as what your specialty is? And can you get that out to people digitally? It's cheaper than ever to set up a studio and do interviews like we're doing here and make useful branded content with a little sponsor intro and outro that has value for your clients, for yourself.
So you mentioned millennials and those kids, as you call them. They love wearables technology. And the last question is, what do you think is realistically coming in wearables technology, stuff that you like and stuff that you think is coming soon?
Well, we did talk today about Apple Watch, previously called the iWatch, and how the kids, or the CEO of Path, the little social network that has 20 million users that most people never heard of, because it only allows you to have 150 friends.
Right.
So you pick the most valuable friends to go onto the Path social network, and there's all these rich content for sharing video and audio and posts. With the Path network, you can actually mobily blog your life. People can wear these life logs or these GoPros, and they can share moments with each other. They're called a group net experience, where you feel like you're with the other person because you're watching high-def video, and so you don't remember when you're older whether the experience happened to you or happened to someone else in your group net through your high-def share system. This Path world that we're going to, these 150 most high-value contacts, whether they're business contacts or advisors for you, those people, I was mentioning how if Apple buys Path, which is the speculation today because they were at the product announcement, you're going to be in a city, and your watch is going to tell you which of those 150 people are within driving distance. It's going to automatically suggest that you sleep overnight at their house if they're that good of a friend, or that you meet for dinner at their house, or that you meet at a local coffee shop or a restaurant. And all parties are going to be able to say, oh yeah, that'd be useful networking for me, or no, it wouldn't. And when you think about that, most of our connections on LinkedIn we wouldn't want to do that with, but there is that set of high value people that we want to build that digital community with. And tools like Twitter and LinkedIn and Path and these wearables that allow us to stay ever more intimately connected with each other, I think that's really the big story of the digital future.
It's very interesting. Some good stuff. John Smart, thank you very much for being here, and thank you as always for watching ASI TV.